All right, my 8th graders, we took the practice quiz today. Tomorrow's the real thing. To get you squared away, to get you ready, to make sure you know what we're doing, we're going to go over it one more time. Many countries in Europe, we didn't get a chance to get through all of them quite yet. This area here, where you see the mouse moving now, the Balkans, oftentimes they change quite regularly. You have many different countries, Austria, Hungary, you get your Serbia in this area. Again, in the short time that we have, we're going to focus more on the Western European countries, starting with Iceland, Ireland, England. Now remember, England has the United Kingdom, which means up here you have Scotland, over here you have Wales, and you have Northern Ireland as well. 4 is Portugal, 5 Spain, 6 France, 7 Italy, 8 Belgium, 9 Germany, 10 Netherlands, 11 Denmark, 12 Norway, 13 Finland, or Sweden, 14 Finland, 15 we get to Poland, and 16 is the Ukraine, where there's also things happening right now. Right, that's the basic part of your map there. And also today we start looking at the North Sea, the Black Sea, the Bay of Biscay, the Mediterranean Sea, and the Baltic Sea. The North Sea is between England and Norway. The Black Sea is over by the Baltics. The Bay of Biscay is in by Spain and France. The Mediterranean Sea is the large sea down by the boot of Italy. And the Baltic Sea is in by the Scandinavian countries. E. Straight from our notes, we talked about Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland joining England for the UK. The Europeans first were traveling around following food wherever they could find it. It became less nomadic when they discovered agriculture. The Bronze Age, where they mixed copper and tin. Alexander the Great extended the Greek Empire, but it got so large they couldn't defend it all. So other groups like the Germanics and the Normans and the Franks came in and took over land. Remember Canute the Great. The empire that focused on money and God was the Holy Roman Empire. The Renaissance was a period of rebirth. That's what Renaissance means. It was a spread of ideas and cultures and arts and agriculture, or architecture rather. Um, all the arts began to grow. You think that's where you think of your Michelangelos and your Shakespeare's. A great deal of art growth. The 2 items that helped the Renaissance spread, well, we talked about paper and the use of movable type, metals that would actually print the papers faster. We talked about the Black Death and the Oriental rats, or the Oriental fleas and the black rats. You guys all enjoyed that quite a bit. Uh, the plague came from different areas you could talk about. You could talk about the flea, you could talk about the rat, because the flea was on the rat, or you could talk about the silk trade route from Asia, where the black rats were from. The 1900s, we had the World Wars. Europe changed a lot. In fact, after World War II, the influence of Russia was rather large in Eastern Europe. In fact, it was so large it was given the name the Iron Curtain. And of course, the Alps were the #1 mountain range of Europe. And that's pretty well everything we covered. And it's not overly intensive. You can take a larger class someday, you'll get it. But for the quiz tomorrow, that's what you need. One other thing I'd like you to think about if you watch this is what country you would like to do your project on, because we'll be starting to split you up in projects groups soon.